straight at Madison Square Garden, and they're approaching the team record of 20 in a row, accomplished on 2 occasions. Tonight, the Knicks try for 17 straight against the Washington Bullets. Introduction of Dave Filty starting at center, and Mark Jackson has given the Knicks a 2-0 lead.
Mental error by the Bullets, allowing that tip. Boy, that's a high school play when the center tips to the guard and there's no one in the way.
And here is Feidel, so he converts on his first field goal, and the game is tied at 2.
And the score is tied 2-all.
Dave Feidel wasn't born when John Condon was doing games here, so John isn't that familiar with Dave Feidel.
Here's Jackson, nice pass from Ewing, and the Knicks with a couple of easy buckets to get it going.
2 mental errors. Jeff Malone allowing that also, didn't know where the ball was.
Feidel.
Wait a minute. Yes, this is not normal stuff going on here for both teams.
Ewing met by Feidel. Tucker played by Malone. Ewing. And the Bullets come away with it. Darrell Walker, the one-time Knick, and now captain of the Washington Bullets, putting the move on Jackson. Feidel again. Take that, John Condon.
Yes, John's in stride just like Feidel is now.
22nd timeout for New York.
Well, the man comes out and hits 3 out. A 7-footer from Texas El Paso. Second-round pick of Houston at 86. And then it was on to Golden State in the deal for Manute Bol. Bullets with a 6-4 lead. We're just underway here at Madison Square Garden, and it appears that it is another sellout crowd. Grant getting inside, kept alive by Feidel. Make it 8 points for Feidel.
You believe this? The man's finest moment, Marv. I hope that his family is watching, wherever they may be.
The Bullets 8 and the Knicks 4, and all 8 points scored by Dave Feidel. Here's Newman off the fake. Oakley with his first attempt.
Like I said, Patrick Ewing should be able to write down the numbers he wants.
And the Bullets making it look very easy. Terry Catledge, who comes off a 2-point 11-minute performance against the Bucks the other night, providing a 10-4 lead. Newman, that was a 3-point attempt. The Bullets with 8 unanswered points. Crowd buzzing. It's the kind of buzz which indicates what is going on here as Darrell Walker pumps one. Oakley on the rebound, strip, and it will be Nick Ball. The officials, Bill Saar, Bill Oakes, and rookie NBA official Derek Stafford, who last season was working in the CBA. Ewing with the bump move on Feidel. Here's Newman. Nice pass, and Oakley cuts it down to 10-6.
The importance of second shots, which the Knicks were able to get with that offensive rebounding effort.
Now the Knicks go to the trap. Malone looking for help. Malone in trouble. The Bullets just did get over the 10-second line. Feidel lost it. And it will be Nick Ball. Wes Unseld claiming that Mark Jackson deflected it out.
Wes Unseld, one of the many coaches in the NBA who stands a lot during the game. We'll never hear people, as Patrick Ewing shows Feidel something, we'll never hear people abuse him, I'll tell you. Sit down, coach, like a lot of coaches here. Not Big Wes. One glance will knock down a few people.
Bullets by 2, 10-8. Again, the Knicks with the press. And it is a 10-second violation. Newman from 3. Wow, way off. The Knicks coming off a 2 for 13 from downtown. And it will be Washington ball, says Bill Saar. The last 5 games, the Knicks shooting only 29%. In In the three-point department, they have gone up and down in that stat. Here's Malone. Air ball. 4 minutes gone by, and the Knicks down 10-8. Jackson lost it. Newman is back, 2-on-1. Malone. And the Bullets lead it 12-8.
I don't associate Jeff Malone with jumping high, but that one-handed slam reminds everyone that he can.
Rick Pitino seeking some instant offense, so Joe Wilkins getting set to come on. Mark Jackson with a three-pointer. He was 1 for 8 against the Pacers Saturday night from three-point range. Bad pass. Jackson. Yes, won't count though. Will not count. Offensive foul.
An offensive foul charge against Mark Jackson.
Jackson calling the foul. Here comes Wilkins checking in.
Mark Jackson taking his pass right out of the air. Was made easy for him. Sees the defense isn't set and goes right at it, but commits the offensive foul.
And that's the first foul of... That could happen, the way the Knicks have been shooting three-pointers as of late. Strickland comes off the bench, poking fun at our innocent contestants. Bullets by 1, 12-11. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Catledge got in. And it appeared that Ewing jammed a finger as he tried to defend. 14-11. The Bullets by 3.
Left hand, left hand.
Jackson and Wilkins now in the backcourt. Oakley, Ewing, and Newman up front. Jackson for Oakley. Wilkins finding Ewing. 5 on the shot clock, and Ewing making it look very easy.
And if he didn't put that hand up to get that ball, he wouldn't have gotten that pass. Wilkins would not have seen him. The importance of a big man putting that hand up.
Here's Catledge. Catledge on the follow. And he's given the Bullets a 16-13 lead.
He's a worker, Terry Catledge.
Ewing. And rebounded by Walker. Knicks get back. Malone trying to break. Vital going left. He got the step.
This is a dream sequence for this man. And it's a very happy one. Vital is doing a terrific job.
And he's 5 for 5.
Number 7 is in
Against the Knicks in their first game. He had 11 out of 14 from the field and 9 rebounds. He can be a big game player.
Here's Oakley. Kenny Walker has come on for the first time. Eddie Wilkins replacing Patrick Ewing. Grant. So Grant gives the Bullets a 7-point lead, 20-13 with 5:15 left, first quarter. Wilkins from 3. Oakley able to keep it alive. Jackson had the baseline closed.
By his own man, Gerald Wilkins dribbled in and brought the defense with him.
Foul called on Catledge. That is his first. Barry Catledge, 4th season, South Alabama. Originally a #1 draft pick of the Philadelphia 76ers. That's the first foul called on the Bullets. Eddie Wilkins. Walker. Kept alive, and Oakley cuts it to 20-15.
Outstanding team effort. Everybody working hard.
Walker off the change of direction. Rebound Oakley. And Jackson looks to run. Goes right around Grant with a gorgeous move and hits.
Now the Bullets lead 20-17.
The Bullets by 3, 20-17. They double up on Malone. Catledge. Knicks going to the boards very well. 3-4 white uniforms at both ends.
Oakley's really a live body on the boards early.
Oakley had a notion. Jackson, yes. That's a three-pointer. So Mark Jackson turning it from the 1 for 8 Saturday from downtown is hit 2 from three-point range. Game tied at 20. Vital have a hot hand. Bullets getting sloppy. Jackson around Malone to feed Walker. A beautiful play, and the Knicks have taken the lead, 22-20. Here's Walker beating the trap. And the foul call. The Knicks with 9 unanswered points.
Knicks are moving quickly now. Jackson running away from the defense. Succeeds with that slick behind the back maneuver, and then Feidel just isn't strong enough to stop a determined Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson playing a key role early here to get this team going on that sloppy pass from Darrell Walker to Kadlec. Jackson picks it off and encourages his team, as usual, to run and keep their eye on him, because Kenny Walker continued to run and got that pass as Mark Jackson.
Rod Strickland, Sidney Green have checked in. Strickland played by Malone. Eddie Wilkins with the pick. And it is an offensive foul. Illegal pick. So the foul on Wilkins. Here is Mark Allery coming on for the first time in his 3rd season out of Duke.
That's amazing with Darrell Walker. He leads this team in assists. And in the first quarter, he's done his night's work in that department.
Also happened to be the man giving the ball to Dave Feidel, who got hot and hit 5 out of 5. Here's Allery. And it will be Nick Ball.
Mark Allery has been getting more time since we have seen the Bullets last. He's appearing more in the box score, doing things.
Crowd reacting because Greg Butler has just walked over to the scorer's table. Allery on the rebound. John Williams also in for the first time. Williams with it. Met by Green. Feidel, Williams, Allery up front. Feidel off the head fake. And that is his first miss. He hit his first 5. Game tied at 22. Here's Green. Rebound, Williams.
Coutinho's doing some interesting things. He rested Patrick Ewing early. And now the crowd is being faked out by Rick.
Amazing how you can break these things down for the young fans out there, John. 24-22, Bullets by 2. Just under 2 minutes left in this first quarter. 5 on the 24. Strickland. And Feidel rebounds. Here's Malone. Jeff Malone with that gorgeous stroke. Gives the Bullets a 4-point lead.
The lack of respect for the time being when you see Malone get an uncontested 16-foot jump shot.
Minute and a half left in this first quarter. It will be Nick Ball, 11 on the shot clock.
So much easier to deflect passes when they are thrown through the air, as that one was, as opposed to the bounce pass.
Tucker off the spin. A driving hook by Trent Tucker.
That was Trent Tucker.
So the Bullets by 2, 26-24. Strickland with the steal. Strickland with the reverse. Butler back. Allery. And the Bullets lead it 28-24.
Jeff Malone does not get many assists, as he is primarily a shooter, but that was a nice dish-off assist by him.
Illegal defense indicated by Bill Oakes.
So we are talking about a very small lineup for the Bullets now.
Air ball thrown by Green. Half-minute left in the first quarter. And the Bullets by 4. Front line now of Jones, Williams, and Allery. Malone and Walker in the backcourt. Knicks go to the trap. Here's Allery, rejected by Gerald Wilkins. Out of 10 seconds in the quarter. Wilkins saving the dribble. Tucker from 3. A steal by Wilkins. 3 seconds left in the quarter. The Knicks down by 2. And here is John Williams with a two-hander.
That's the end of the first quarter. The Bullets lead 28-26.
So after one, the Bullets 28 and the Knicks 26.
At the end, Butler had recovered from out high and with Gerald Wilkins stopped that shot. They succeeded blocking the shot. Wilkins moves the ball over. Wilkins will come back into this play in a moment. Intercept that ball, go up and make a very tough layup. But the key part of that was the defensive rotation. 5 men responding so well.
Bullets 12 for 21 in the first quarter. The Knicks only 12 for 29. And the Knicks looking for the three-pointer. The 2 for 7, both by Mark Jackson. The Bullets front line did a good job, led by Feidel with 10 points, Catledge with 8. And it will be Washington ball as we get underway second quarter. Patrick Ewing has returned. The rookie Liddell Eccles, who's played well against the Knicks, has come on for the first time. Eccles on the recovery, drew the foul. Liddell Eccles, colorful play.
Looking down, way down, at Charles A. Jones at 6'8".
Bullets by 3, 29-26. Bullets triple team Ewing, who gives it up. Nice play, and Strickland able to take advantage.
That was one of the nicest passes I've seen Patrick Ewing throw this year.
Bullets by 1. That's a travel. And that forced by the pressure.
Ewing's lateral awareness of cutters gets better and better. Patrick feeling the pinch of 3 people around him. Finds Strickland. Nice play.
Back live, Gerald Wilkins' shot was blocked. Pretty pass. And Eccles with his first field goal. Bullets by 3, 31-28. The Knicks are going with a 3-guard alignment with Tucker, Gerald Wilkins, Strickland, along with Green and Ewing. And here is Wilkins. Gerald Wilkins, who has been on a tear ever since he was replaced in the starting lineup by Trent Tucker, but Wilkins has really provided a spark.
That pick from Ewing helped a lot, too, to get him free.
Ewing got a piece of that shot, kept alive by Allery. Allery. And the Bullets by 3, 33-30 as Mark Allery connects on his second field goal.
Bullets want him to get that ball and spot up, as they say. Be ready to shoot it when he gets it. Not any moves necessary. Just pop it up.
They doubled up Ewing, and he was tied up. Knicks staying with the 3 guards. Ewing. And that time he had Charles A. Jones one-on-one. Here's Jones. Green on the save, but he stepped out. It will be Washington ball.
Anytime.
So the entire Knicks squad has seen action here in the first half. Greg Butler making an early appearance in the first quarter. Six on the shot clock. Eccles. The rejection by Ewing. Oakley gives it back. Yes. And it counts. And Myers will go to the line.
Isn't that beautiful? And I refer to Oakley's final pass. Eccles meets Ewing. Ewing wins. Ball goes to Jackson in the right place. Nice pass off. And Oakley, rather than take the shot himself, gives it up. He and Mark Jackson are very friendly off the court. There's a great resemblance with their unselfishness and thinking pass first on the court.
Three-point play for Myers, who was fouled by Eccles, and now the foul on the Knicks.
Coulter had 10 assists. He's capable.
Last touch by Coulter. The Knicks with that home record of 19-1. They've won 16 straight at home. Only the Lakers have a better record at home. Los Angeles Lakers at 20-1. The only loss at the hands of the Knicks. And the Knicks' only home loss to the Lakers. That back in November. 5 on the 24. Tucker from 3. And it will be Knicks trailing 35-33. We're early. Second quarter. Tucker again with a three-pointer. Rebound Jackson on the box out, but he lost it. Eccles giving the Bullets a 37-33 lead. Jackson lost the handle. And Williams, the Knicks now 2 for 9 from three-point land.
Thanks to Mark Jackson, those two.
Catlett posting Tucker and using his bulk. Eccles. It will be Nick Ball. 4 minutes have gone by in the second quarter. Marv Albert, John Andres, Greg Gumbel, Walt, Clyde, Frazier. We are fully staffed tonight. Big crowd at the Garden. Looks to be just short of a sellout. Myers off the fake and try to give it up. Final gets to it. And a technical toss. He was tossed out of that game in Landover last year. Final making 12 points for Final, 6 for 7 from the field, and the Bullets lead by 6, 39-33. Ewing, yes, Ewing with 6, 39-35. Knicks trail by 4. Final off the fake.
Unbelievable. He did exactly what he should have done. He's shown Patrick Ewing the jump shot, fakes jump shot. Any coach would say exactly to do that. And he got Ewing to commit, goes right around him, and he did it so smoothly. And he has now matched his season high of 14 points. Dave Feidel working down low, recapturing the touch after the explosion in the first couple of minutes. He comes off a career-high 17 rebounds in their last game against Milwaukee, and he's looking like he's going to have a season high anyway in this game.
Newman with a three-point attempt. Rebound Ewing. So the Bullets now lead 41-37. Vital's career high, 20 points against Sacramento last March. He has already equaled his season high. 6:26 remaining in this first half. The Knicks seeking to make it 4 out of 4 on the season against the Washington Bullets. And a timeout call just did avoid the Manute Bol. And he has really burned it up. Nets leading Seattle in the second quarter by 3 at the Meadowlands. Knicks off the turnover. Johnny Newman lost it.
Johnny does not want to see that replay.
Bullets have a 4-point lead. Knicks continue to pressure, but Coulter worked it well. Final off a head fake, and again the fake. Catlett stripped and able to recover. The Bullets lead it 43-37, and the Bullets tonight without Bernard King, sidelined because of the flu. He's back in the Washington area, did not make the trip. Jackson. Ewing missed the stop, but Tucker able to keep it alive.
Well, Wes Unseld said he wasn't concerned about the Knicks in his opening remarks. He was concerned that his team would play their best. And he doesn't have much to fear the way they're playing.
And the Knicks able to maintain possession. Oakley throwing the brick. Newman on the follow.
Trying to let that slip right through his hands. The Knicks get a break.
Bullets by 4. 43-39. Coulter with a couple of spins. And it's called a traveling violation. The Knicks back with Jackson and Tucker at the guards. Oakley, Ewing, Newman up front. One-on-one move by Ewing, who is hit by the double by Newman. He's hit by the double team, so Newman will go to the line.
I was impressed.
To 40. 4:45 remaining in this first half. Darrell Walker back in. And Jeff Malone now at the guards. The pressure again hurting the Bullets. So Tucker able to put it away. Bullets now with 9 turnovers. As the Knicks cut it down to 1.
Darrell Walker coughing that ball up, has had a couple of turnovers. His leadership is needed in the back.
The setup from John Williams. And Catlin extends to a 3-point Washington lead. 12 points for Terry Catlin.
Under ideal situations, John Williams would be a 2-guard, as Wes Unseld would say, and Patrick Ewing shows a gorgeous spinning jump shot to the Bullets. Williams handles the ball well. He's taking the ball inbounds. Now he dished off that last assist.
He can actually play all 3 positions. Malone, he's trying to save it, but it will be Nick Ball.
He's a Magic Johnson in training. He's his height, and he has many, many skills. And Unseld told me before the game, ideally he'd be a 2-guard for us, and we're getting examples of those skills now.
On the other hand, it's hurt him because last season the Bullets were not sure as to where to use him properly, and he has never been able to settle in. And he's still very young. He came out of college after his sophomore season.
You mean the Bullets were confused?
Not with a caustic comment.
You mean the management was confused? I mean the guys that signed the checks were confused.
Here's Feidel. He lost it. Oakley with a blue pass, and then Jackson does the rest.
Oh, that hot dog Jackson did it again.
So the Knicks by 1, 46-45. Jackson. The Knicks by 3, 48-45. So 14 points for Mark Jackson.
He was on a different wavelength on that inbounds than the defense was, and he recognized it.
Malone. Bullets down by 1. Gerald Wilkins saw the opening, changed his mind. And Oakley foul. So Charles Oakley will go to the line. Mark Jackson, 14 points. Patrick Ewing has 10. Foul called on Malone. Bullets led by Feidel with 14 and Catledge with 12. Here's Oakley to shoot a couple. The Knicks have won 3 in a row here at home. 16 straight. They are 4 shy of the team record. It will be Nick Ball.
John Williams turning it over.
Washington Bullets have lost 3 straight. They've dropped 6 straight on the road. They come off a loss to Milwaukee at home on Saturday. The Bullets shooting only 38% of that game. Here's Newman. And Oakley with a good play. And the foul call. Well, he's been able to take more chances as he saw he was succeeding right at the start of the season, and I don't think it was as welcome while a member of the Chicago Bulls, although we saw it in flashes. It will be Knick ball. They lead by 4. That's their biggest lead of the night. And for the first time in this game, they have been able to put a good stretch together. Minute 45 remaining. First half, Jackson. Nice pass for Oakley. The Knicks 53 and the Bullets 47.
Oakley screaming at Bill Saar. The official thought he was fouled, too.
8 points for Oakley. Malone. Fans thought he traveled. Oakley controlling the boards, and also a call for a palm.
No more Western Conference games away.
Rod Strickland back on the floor, replacing Mark Jackson. Jackson with 14 points, including 2 3-point bombs. Good pressure by the Knicks. Strickland playing Malone. Minute 25 to go now in this first half. Catledge given the room by Ewing. Walker bottled up and fouled.
Fouled and hurt. It's like, I don't know if Oakley drew the foul, but he has very quietly signed a new contract.
And very quietly has accumulated 9 assists in this first half. He was a #1 pick of the Knicks back in '83. 3 years with the Knicks, 1 with Denver, and this is second season with the Bullets. 53-49. The Knicks lead by 4. What a pass! And Gerald Wilkins with his 4th field goal. He has 8.
Best comparison I can make of a 6'9" man. That was a Magic Johnson pass.
And the foul on Strickland.
Realize we didn't mention who threw it. That was Charles Oakley delivering that Magic Johnson style pass from out high. And a nice move by Gerald Wilkins. That wasn't exactly easy to do what he did.
In the first half, and the Knicks lead by 4, 55-51. Ewing drawing the double team. Ewing and Oakley with the tip ball.
Ewing had the ball. Oakley was at the foul line. By the time Ewing shot the ball, Oakley crashed underneath. What a force he is.
10 points, 9 rebounds for Charles Oakley. 37 seconds remaining in this first half.
An example of Oakley.
Malone just getting it over Ewing. 57-53. Knicks by 4.
57-53.
Knicks try to break. Bullets got back. And Gerald Wilkins working it down. Checks the clock. 20 seconds in the half. 2-second discrepancy with the shot clock. 10 seconds and 8 on the 24. Strickland will go to the line.
Whenever the clock winds down and Strickland's on the floor, the Knicks spread it out and let him.
Final seconds of the half. Malone kicking it a bit. And that is it. The Knicks with a 6-point.
Changed hands several times. Lester Connor with the steal feeds Roy Hinson to put the Nets up by a point. But Seattle came right back. Nate McMillan steals the ball, passes to Dale Ellis. He'll jam it in for 2 of his 11 first-quarter points. Nets up by 4 at the half. In Milwaukee tonight, it's a Central Division matchup between the Bucks and the Cavs. The Bucks lead.
Focus SLR. How do you account for Dave Feidel coming out the way he did? I don't know. I think he's going to the All-Star game and not Patrick Ewing. Watch this outstanding move. Goes by Ewing, lays it up on the glass with the left-hand move. And he said, if Patrick, you don't think that was for real, watch this one. He does it again. Same move at the top of the key this time. Goes it by Ewing again. The nice slick layup. Feidel has been outstanding, and he has kept it.
From Charles Oakley, Grant with Feidel and Catledge up front. Walker and Malone in the backcourt. The Knicks with their starting 5. Jackson, Tucker at the guard, Oakley, Newman, and Ewing up front. And the Knicks go right back to the pressure as we get started here in the third quarter. play by Ewing to get it to Jackson, who feeds Tucker. And the Knicks lead 61-53.
Boy, Mark Jackson must have made about 3 decisions in the second before that final pass.
The trap on Malone. The Knicks have their biggest lead of the night. Grant with Oakley chasing him down. Vital.
Getting a little carried away with that shot.
Jackson for the trailer, Newman. So 2 gorgeous plays by Mark Jackson to open it up in the third quarter, and Wes Unseld wants to talk it over. A timeout call. The Knicks lead it.
Getting that steal, and what a nice back pass. And then Jackson, who knows what he was going to do with that ball, but Trent Tucker stood at the ready.
And that one of the 2 assists. Knicks by 10. The trap of Walker. Rick Pitino screaming, trap him, trap him. Down to 8 on the shot clock. Vital posting Tucker. Malone. 63-55. Bullets down by 8. Newman getting down in a hurry, but Walker right with him. Jackson for Oakley. He's 3-point range. Malone. Grant chasing Newman. And the Knicks lead by 10. 65-55. 8 points for Johnny Newman.
Well, he protected that ball with his body.
Darrell Walker being made to work very hard to get that ball up court. Ewing altering that shot. Third quarter. Grant. So Harvey Grant, the rookie from Oklahoma, the Bullets' first-round draft pick, hitting his second field goal, 65-57. The Knicks by 8. Ewing over Vital. Vital and Catlin battling for the rebound. Walker. Darrell Walker with his first field goal.
And the hottest games in the NBA year, and stars are turning out now to see this team.
Knicks by 6, 65-59. Ewing turning into the Harry Wismer of modern-day broadcasting, John, pointing out people in the crowd now.
For the Fordham fray.
Bobby Clemens of Georgia Tech, who will be joining Dave Sims following the game.
Bobby up here for some good deli, probably, right?
Here's Oakley. Went to the crossover dribble, and he'll go to games were played at the Civic Center in Baltimore, Maryland. Knicks by 5, 66-61. Malone trapped. Bullets get it across the timeline. They've been hit with 1 10-second violation and 1 close call. Walker. So Darrell Walker is hit his last 2 after missing his first 3 shots. 8 points for Walker.
You heard the mention about his potential before.
Tucker with a 3-pointer. The Knicks by 6, 69-63. Catlin. Knicks are now 3 for 12 from 3-point range.
Well, the bullet shooting percentage staying right on target will force the Knicks to pick up quicker.
Another 3-point attempt. Jackson hit 2 in the first half. Bullets shooting 55% in the first half. Walker getting inside. John, you said he'd come to life. You're amazing. So the next 3 for 13 now from downtown. Shooting only 29%. the last 5 games with the three-point shot. Bad pass. Bullets have a 5-on-2. Walker, fans thought he traveled. Going to the reverse. Basket placed by Mark Allery. So the Bullets take a 1-point lead. Knicks a moment ago led by 10. Gerald Wilkins. Kenny Walker just checked in, getting it to Oakley.
Particularly forwards and centers. They're in trouble when that ball goes down.
It'll be Darrell Walker against Kenny Walker. Kenny Walker, yes. The Knicks by 71-70. 4 points for Kenny Walker. Grant picked up by Jackson. Darrell Walker. Kenny Walker trying to draw the foul. And Darrell Walker, after missing his first 3, has come on to hit 5 out of 5. John, you're so prophetic. And pathetic.
Former, not the latter.
Reach and foul on the Bullets.
Followed by Darrell Walker.
It's on Walker.
3 on Darrell Walker.
Darrell. Kenny Walker. Oakley on the steal. And the bucket.
What a power move by 34.
75-72.
The Knicks take a 3-point lead. 75-72.
Oh, Allery all alone. No one saw him.
Wes Unseld screaming.
Still alone. Look at Feigl all alone.
Grant. 75-74. Knicks with a 1-point lead. Jackson saw the opening. Stopped by Allery. Allery with the block. And the Knicks will throw in. 5.5 left in the third quarter. Ewing. The Knicks 77 and the Bullets 74.
77-74.
Malone trapped, lost it. What a play by Gerald Wilkins. Oakley now with 15.
A delay of game warning has been
indicating a delay of game.
Long arms of Gerald Wilkins, and as you say, what a recovery to Oakley.
Nick Trapp playing havoc with the Bullets. Jackson nearly picked it off. Feigl has a 2-on-1. And he's called for step.
Readily acknowledges his fine play.
15 points, 9 rebounds for Charles Oakley. Sidney Green has come on. Jackson posting up and rebounded by Grant. One of the rare times the Bullets come up court uncontested. Grant from deep. Ewing with the outlet off the mark. Green could not get to it.
John Williams
checking in, replacing Dave Feigl. Leaves with 14. Knicks now have Green with Ewing and Walker up front. Jackson and Wilkins in the backcourt. Walker staying with Malone. Jeff Malone. 79-76. Bullets by 3. Malone leading the Bullets in scoring, averaging 22 a game. He now has 16. Ewing with a nice fake.
The Knicks have got to take advantage of the dominance Ewing has out there offensively. Got to use him.
Ewing has not shot well. He's 6 for 17.
Got to keep going to him, however. I mean, there's just no one who can touch him. John Williams now is defending him.
Gerald Wilkins, 3-point attempt. And Grant comes away with it. Allery has a 2-on-1. There's Williams. Williams again. And the Bullets come within one, 79-78. The Knicks call for E. Wilkins throwing a brick. He just came on for Patrick Ewing. And Rod Strickland has replaced Mark Jackson.
It was even at the half at 22 rebounds a team. The Bullets have pulled ahead by 6 now, and they've cut the Knicks' 6-point lead to 5, or to 1 rather.
Williams for Eccles, who just checked in. Here's John Williams. And it will be Nick Ball. At the half, Cleveland leads Milwaukee 60-56. Cavaliers at 34-10. That's the best record in the NBA. They've won their last 2 since they lost to the Knicks here at the Garden last Thursday. Walker. And Tucker called. Loose ball foul. Call for the push-off. So the Bullets take over.
Foul by Tucker. That's his second personal foul.
John Williams up front now with Mark Allery. Malone on a fadeaway. And rebounded by Walker. Strickland. Yes. And it counts.
Well, an outstanding move by Rod Strickland. He's going to meet a taller player now and figure it out. Mark Allery in his way at 6'8", and Strickland reaches back. A lot of times when you reach back like that, you don't have the softness on the shot, but he does. And that's what makes the thing work. It's soft touch.
However, missed the free throw, seeking a 3-point play. Knicks by 3, 81-78. Malone, and he is fouled. Basket counts. Green on the foul. And Malone will go to the line. In the backcourt, Eddie Wilkins, Walker, Green up front. 8 on the 24. Tucker being played by the bigger man, John Williams. 3 on the shot clock. Walker has to force it. Rebound, Green. Lost it and recovered. Here's Strickland. The Knicks lead by 3, 83-80.
There's not a shot blocker out there for the Bullets, so the Knicks and Strickland are going right at them. Getting things done. If you look at those box scores, he said he can get a shot anytime he wants. And that's good enough.
And he's proven that. Knicks by 1, 83-82. Proven that sometimes to the dismay of the coaching staff. Here's Strickland. And Coulter came away with it. 40 seconds to go. Third quarter. Coulter for Eccles. Stopped by Tucker. Sidney Green with his first field goal. The Knicks 85 and the Bullets 82. Down to 20 seconds left. Third quarter. Three on the shot clock. And John Williams getting in. 3 seconds to go now in the third quarter.
Knicks lead 85-84.
And that is the end of the third. The Knicks 85, the Bullets 84. We'll be back in a moment. Allery keeping it alive. Touched it 5 different times to control it and tip it home as the Bullets were able to knock off the Celtics 110-103. A most unusual sequence featuring Mark Allery, three-year man from Duke University, and the Bullets did a nice job off the boards. In the third, they've fallen back by 10 points, able to cut into that Knicks lead, and after three, it's the Knicks 85, the Bullets 84.
That game was an example of Valerie's getting some playing.
Not a good shooting third quarter for the Knicks, while the Bullets maintain a high percentage. They're 55% for the game, but they trail by one.
Yes, that's the shooting percentage of what the home team should be. The Bullets, that is. And the Knicks now, once again, like they were in Indiana the other night, in a precarious position in the fourth quarter, but they're playing with great confidence these days.
Patrick Ewing is back, drawing the double team. Three-point attempt by Gerald Wilkins, an air ball. And Grant pitches ahead. Here's Coulter moving on Jackson. Williams with the nice fake, and then stop. Errant pass broken up by Grant.
Jackson hurt himself on that.
Mark Jackson punched over, saying that he's all right, though. And it will be Washington ball
as he went limping.
Opening minute, fourth quarter. Marv Albert, John Andres, Greg Gumbel, Walt Frazier from the Garden. Another big crowd on hand, just short of a sellout. Dixon had 4 consecutive sellouts. Here's Coulter, and the Bullets take a 1-point lead, 86-85. The Bullets doing it tonight without one of their hot men, Bernard King, sitting it out because of the flu. Ewing getting good position, but did not realize where he was.
A lot of signs here are pointing negative.
Goes to the Edmonton Oilers. Jackson, and he will go to the now the Knicks down by 1, and the Knicks go to the pressure. Ewing off the steal, and that's the play of the night. The Knicks by 1. More pressure, but Williams gets across. 16 for Ewing, although he has not shot well at 7 for 19. And a defense from the crowd. 8 on the 24. Eccles forced it. Jackson rejects. Down to 3 on the shot clock. Down to 2. Williams gets it off. That last play by Ewing could be a spark. Williams with the steal. And lost by Eccles.
Oh, it's amazing. I was looking at the numbers for the Bullets. I was shocked to see Darrell Walker and John Williams with approximately the same amount of steals. Now, you know Walker steals the ball, but Williams just gave you an example of his skills and his quickness.
Yeah, he has been a master of the steal going back to his college days at LSU. Ewing with a good idea, but broken up. Nice pass from Williams. Oh, and Eccles comes right back. Bullets by 1. 90-89, and the Knicks have called for time.
Days, the crowd comes to life at certain moments, and Patrick Ewing ignited the Knicks a few minutes ago, but the Bullets have come up with some answers of their own. But the fans here are going wild. They want to see action out of the Knicks.
Bullets by 1, 90-89. Walker on the rebound along with Oakley, and as a result, traveling violation call, and Oakley hurt his right shoulder. Says he's all right. And that in a battle with his teammate. Once again, the chant of defense. Williams, Allery, and Grant now up front for the Washington Bullets. Grant. And the loose ball foul is called on Oakley.
John Williams was swarming the offense.
Going with a combination of Coulter and Eccles at the guards. 3 minutes gone by. Fourth quarter. Coulter got himself caught in the air. Jackson. And he'll go to the foul line. Mark Jackson.
And the Bullets have done a great job in battling him and pushing him into an off-shooting night.
16 for Ewing. And shooting only 7 out of 19. Game tied at 90. 8.5 remaining. Fourth quarter. Illegal defense. Eccles making the turn. Jackson for Wilkins.
He drew the defense. He drew them to the left and knew Wilkins was coming in on the right.
Knicks by 2, 92-90. They trap. And Ewing stealing it away. Bill Saar with the...
Because if you looked at the wrists, however, of the Bullets play, you might see some scratches.
Williams had trouble finding someone. Grant back to help. Met by the trap. 7:45 remaining now. Fourth quarter. Here is Grant. Ewing sweeps it. And he is hit by Allen.
So now Ewing seems to be supplying that energy.
Bullets with their third team foul. Knicks also have 3. Kenny Walker getting quite a bit of playing time tonight. Wilkins. And it's Ewing. 18 for Ewing. Knicks by 4. 94-90. Walker had the baseline closed and lost it.
Oh, what a treat now. We'll get another look at this follow-up by Ewing into the picture. Ball clears the cylinder with one hand. Slams it down to give the Knicks a 4-point lead, and now they have the ball again.
Terry Catlett is back. Mark Allery sitting down. 6 points, 8 rebounds for Allery. 3-pointer. So the Knicks from 3-point range are now 3 for 16. Williams. Through the foul. Kenny Walker. Call for his.
And Seattle's tough.
Sonics 28-16 and second in the Pacific. Only 3 games behind the Los Angeles Lakers. Walker. And Oakley there. The Knicks 96. The Bullets 91.
The big men are playing big right now.
Grant changed his mind as he saw Ewing.
Ewing was like a cat getting ready to pounce.
Williams. Ewing on the rejection. Williams. And he just did beat Walker. 96-93. The Knicks by 3. And Ray Lead. Walker's played well. He has 6 points. We're down to 5:43 remaining fourth quarter. Marv Albert, John Andres, Greg Gumbel, Walt Clyde Frazier. Pressure again on the inbounds. And here's Eccles on the move. And Ewing stepped away, did not want to draw his 5th. Ewing fouled by Eccles.
Followed by Eccles.
So the Bullets with their 4th
second personal foul.
team foul. An amusing scenario just a moment ago. Some of the folks in the blue seats attempting to go through the theatrics of the wave, which was wisely booed by a good portion of the crowd. Here's Gerald Wilkins. Beautiful move going last. And the Knicks lead by 7, 100-93.
And the Bullets are having to deal with the confidence factor of the Knicks.
Catlett. And a loose ball foul call.
Followed by Eccles.
Well, Eccles shaken off by Oakley. I mean, he literally shook him away. And that's a big, strong 6'5" Liddell Eccles.
Bullets over the limit with that foul. The Knicks are on a 15-5 run. And Wes Unseld making moves. Jeff Malone and Mark Allery return to 93. Through the hands of Allery. Recovered by Walker. Excellent play by Darrell Walker, able to elude Gerald Wilkins. 102.95. The Knicks lead by 7. 17 for Walker. Come on here in the second half. Jackson on the penetration. Walker nearly coughed it up. Williams fouled by Kenny Walker.
Bullets have gotten so many scoring opportunities in transition as they get up the court well. Find the
Jeff Malone leading the club at 22, and Bernard King averaging a shade over 20. The feed from Oakley, yes, and it counts. The setup from Oakley, and Ewing did the rest. He'll go to the line.
Oakley's funny when he makes a great play. You know, good pass by him now. Perfect bounce pass. Note the bounce pass. Just puts his head down there and just strolls away. Doesn't look for any pats on the back.
Oakley. Foul on Allery. Ewing missed the free throw. So Patrick Ewing now with 20. And it will be Washington ball. The high point men for the Knicks. Ewing with 20. Oakley with 19. Jackson with 17. Knicks have an 8-point lead. 4:20 left in the game. Bullets led by Malone, who has 18. Walker with 17. Deflected by the Knicks. Bullets maintain possession.
Well, Ewing is playing with such energy. He's just about involved in every shot attempt, it seems. He's challenging everybody, no matter whose man is shooting the ball.
He will finish with a very impressive stat line. John Williams with 10 points. 104-98. The Knicks lead is down to 6. Bullets attempt to trap.
Oakley between the legs. You see that?
On the shot clock. Wilkins. Malone got a piece of it. Malone. So the Bullets hang in. They are within 4.
In his quiet way has hurt the Knicks a lot tonight underneath, not the long-range jump shots, but underneath as the Bullets have found him time and again low in the paint.
Knicks have led by as many as 10. Bullets have led by as many as 7. Patrick Ewing playing with the 4 personal fouls. Played well here in the 4th quarter. The Knicks with Ewing, Oakley as the only big men on the floor. They go now 3-guard offense. Tucker has come on, joining Jackson and Wilkins. Here is Ewing. Yes. And the Knicks have a 6-point lead, 106-100.
It's an example of why his Knick teammates call him the man now. They go to Ewing when they're in trouble, and he delivers.
Allery. Allery cuts it down to 4, 106-102.
A measure of Wes Unsell's confidence is Allery on the floor now, and he's rewarding that confidence.
8 points for Allery. Just under 3 minutes remaining of the game. Bullets have managed to hang in despite the absence of Bernard King out with the flu. Ewing going short. Thought he was fouled, staring at the official Bill Oates. Allery beating his man, but he pushed him. He's called for the foul. Bill Saw with the call. That's 5 on Allery, and it will be Nick Ball. So the offensive foul on Allery. Is it back to the Knicks? Jackson around Grant. Jackson on the rebound. And Jackson scores. 108-102. The Knicks lead by 6. 19 from Mark Jackson. Walker running into Jackson. Knicks look for the travel, but instead a holding foul called. It's on Jackson.
That looked like a collision that really didn't happen. Look Well, it looked like a collision, and Marv, I don't believe bodies hit. If you know, I don't know if we'll see that now, but the players kind of met, and people fell down, but I don't think there was contact. It looked more like a foul than it really was.
Are you saying it was an illusion?
That's right. Optical illusion took place.
104 as we come up on 2 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. Jackson calling for time, so that could be a factor. The Knicks by 4, 108-104. Oakley. Yes. And it counts.
Well, in the closing moments, it's Oakley, Jackson, and Ewing. Ewing with a nice dish off to Oakley. Great communication between the big men.
Grant on the foul. Oakley 5 for 6 from the foul line. Terrific all-around shooting game. 8 for 13 from the floor. The second half. And Dave Feidel has been very quiet in the second half. Ewing providing a 113-105 lead for the Knicks. And the Bullets have called for time.
Feidel's been quiet because Wes Unseld hasn't used him, surprisingly.
We'll be back in a moment. Knicks do not have any timeouts left.
Knicks have pushed the ball up court so well tonight. And Ewing at the end of that break continues his dominating play.
And it will be Nick Ball as the Bullets turn it over for the 22nd time. The Knicks have only 14 turnovers. The Knicks second in the NBA in forcing turnovers per game. They average 21 forced. So they have done the job tonight against the Washington Bullets. Knicks lead by 8, 113-105, minute and a half left in the game. As the Knicks go to the three-guard offense. Here's Wilkins. And Ewing again. So 26 for Ewing, who has had a strong finish. Echols with a three-pointer. Rebound, Wilkins. Reach-in is called on Williams. Johnny Newman has seen very little action in the second half. I don't know if an injury or coach's decision, but Kenny Walker played very well. Able, as he has been able to do, keep the ball alive, although the stats will not show big figures. He played well. And then Rick Pitino going to the smaller unit, as the Bullets have done. So Feidel sat out a good quarter. Wilkins. Allery with a three-point attempt. Echols. And Ewing rebounds. So Patrick Ewing, 26 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. 45 seconds left in the game. It's just working the clock down. 5 on the shot clock. Down to 1 on the 24. Tucker, too late. 24-second violation. 31 seconds remaining in the game.
Moments ago, it was a 4-point Knicks lead.
For the Knicks, a methodical victory. Not a sensational performance, but certainly good enough against the Bullets. Knicks outscoring the Bullets 32-19 here in the fourth quarter. And Charles Oakley showing he can handle the ball. Leg block called with 12 seconds left.
Also, Marv, when I think of the fans here following Patrick Ewing's stuff several minutes ago, getting on the team, giving them a great lift, and that's what happened.
Wilkins, 5 seconds left. Here's Coulter. And that is it. New York Knicks make it 4 out of 4 on the season. Over the Washington Bullets, they move 5 in front of the 76ers. They're 31-16. They are now 20-1